Free for a limited time, the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our topic for today, this is day one of this year's challenge. It's 2023. I usually don't say the year, but our topic today is 23 goals for 2023. I'm just going to share a list of these. I want to introduce you to the challenge. I hop on once a day, every day during the year. This is, I think, my 6th or 7th year in a row doing an annual challenge, and share something about our topic. This year is all about getting what you want, getting the goals that you've set for yourself. We'll talk about different strategies, different tools, different ways of making it automatic to achieve what it is that you want to achieve in your life, and to have what you want, and to create the life that you want, love, and enjoy experiencing every single day. And I'll share a lot of tips and tools and strategies. So it's great way to speak this. Actually, I wasn't even out last night, so I have no excuse for slurring my words. Coffee isn't strong enough this morning. So we'll talk about something every day, and then I'll give you an action item, because the way we learn as human beings is by taking action on the things we learn. Maybe the action item will just be to answer a question. Maybe it'll be to think about something and how it applies specifically to you. Maybe it'll be to actually physically do something, like write down your goals. My dad taught my sisters and I when we were little girls to write down our goals, and it's been one of the easiest, most powerful ways to get the things that I want in my life. And I want you to have that at your fingertips as well. So what are these 23 possible goals for 2023? Remember, you're not going to do all of them. I found this list yesterday when I was scrolling about goals on the internet, and I thought it was a great list. It's actually for Gen 20. Got it on Gen 20's website, which I believe is for 20-somethings, which is probably maybe not appropriate for someone my age. But guess what? We're never too young to get what we want. We're never too old to get what we want. So what are these goals? I'm going to grab my magnifying glass, because if you know me, you know I do not see particularly well. And for some reason, I don't see a magnifying glass. Oh, because it's hiding behind my light. We'll use this one today. So 23 possible goals for 2023. Will this be the ones we work off of? Absolutely not. You're going to determine, because each of us are different, what specific goals, and I'm going to share 9 areas and aspects of our life, my life framework, the life framework I've used for decades to set my goals, break them down, make sure that I can get them in bite-sized pieces, and then make it automatic. So I'm always moving toward those goals no matter what. Even if I forget about them for a day or a month or 3 months, I'm still automatically doing things to move toward those goals. And I want to share that strategy with you, so you've always got yourself and your subconscious working for you to achieve the things that you want in your life. So what are these 23 goals? Some of them are excellent. Number 1, focus more on yourself. So many people spend so much of their time focusing on other people, they forget about themselves. And that is the quickest, fastest, easiest way to have a challenge in some area or aspect of your life, because you're not paying attention to it. So focus more on yourself. And how will you do that this year? Just think about, how could you possibly focus more on yourself this year? Number 2, read 50 books. Now I can hear people screaming already. 50 books? Are you kidding me? I haven't read a book since I graduated from high school, or since I got my GED, or since I graduated from college, or since I don't know, found a book that was of interest. That's the key. Find a book that's of interest to you and read that. Number 3, go on a real vacation. Not just a workcation or a staycation. Go on a vacation where you actually rest and recharge and relax, at least some of the time, if not all of the time. Number 4, be more active. Commit to doing a certain amount of exercise, at least 5 times a week. We'll talk about this. We'll do probably a whole month on our physical well-being and our physical area and aspect of our life. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not doing it in January. January will be setting the framework and the structure for the challenge and sharing different tools. And then we'll hop into probably one of the 9 areas and aspects of our life per month. And we'll spend a whole month focusing on that. Now, that doesn't mean we won't be working on our other goals and other areas and aspects of our life, but we're going to go deep and make sure that once and for all, we map out our legacy strategy, our long-term goals and objectives, and then how we're going to go forward, not just this year, but from now on, to make sure that we're always achieving and getting what we want out of life. Number 5, spend 1,000 hours outside. I guess that's a whole movement right now that there's tracking apps and everything where you track, just like, you know, the Fitbits and things, you track how much time you actually spend outdoors. 1,000 hours, I guess I'd have to figure that out. It's several hours, 300 divided by 365, it's a couple hours a day. For most people that, you know, live in the Northland like I do, that might be more of a challenge than for others. Number 6, pay off a debt. And there's different ways to pay off debt, and we'll talk about that in detail. There's different strategies for how to go about addressing and paying off debts. Number 6, go somewhere new. Go somewhere new. It might be just go to a park in your hometown that you've never been to. That would mean spend 1,000 hours outdoors. Take a book with you. Read a book. That would knock off that goal, etc. Number 8, donate something to something you care about. Donate your time, your energy. I say donating your time and your attention is much more important than donating your money. But if all you've got is money and no time, then donate some money to a cause and something you care about. Take a class. Number 9. Number 10, make some non-toxic swaps, meaning we swap out things that we're doing. My biggest one in my life so far was Diet Coke. I was a total diet, not just Coke, but any diet soda person. And I drank a couple liters or more a day of diet soda and coffee. I lived for a couple of decades on diet pop and coffee, I think. And it did not serve me well, by the way. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, during the challenge. But make some non-toxic swaps. So maybe you swap lemon water or tea for some of the diet soda you drink. Or so for foods and products that we use, we don't realize, and this is a huge topic. We could spend a whole year talking about detoxing our lives and our houses and our homes and everything. And I'm definitely not an expert on it, but it might be something I want to learn about. It might be a future challenge. We'll see. But just start making little swaps. A thing here and a thing there makes a difference. You know, put a water filter on your water. Most cities still have fluoride. And my mom, I was visiting her, and she found out, she got a letter from her homeowners association saying that they had high lead in their water. So luckily she's already got multiple filtering systems on her water, but she's got both lead and lots of fluoride in their water. So we want to be careful, and we can easily do things like that, right? We don't have to go to bottled water, but we can get a filter for our refrigerator, a filter for our sink, etc. Number 11, learn a new recipe every month. This is a really fun one. If you hate to cook, you should especially do this, right? Because everybody has to eat, so we ought to be able to make at least some things. You know, maybe a new recipe for you is frying eggs or boiling water or making a grilled cheese sandwich, whatever it is for you. But try new recipes once a month. That's a really easy, doable goal, right? We eat 3 times a day, so that's at least 90 meals. 1 out of 90 we could find a new recipe for. And now with the internet and our cell phones, it's so easy to just search for a recipe. You can actually ask ingredients, and it'll serve up recipes that have those ingredients in them. Shop more at small businesses in your area. Shop more locally. Number 13, use affirmations. We'll definitely be talking about that this year. Number 14, because I have tricks for actually exponentially increasing the effectiveness of affirmations. Number 14, add a new stream of income. Always, I recommend that all the time, especially to my business students. Do whatever health thing that you've been putting off. Ooh, what could that be? Number 16, don't watch TV. Number 17, practice daily or weekly gratitude. I will say we're going to definitely talk about that one as well, because gratitude is like a secret weapon that so many people don't know about. Number 18, take a mental health day every month. So 1 day a month, help focusing on yourself. Take a day where you rest, recharge your batteries, relax, get off social media, participate in something that makes you feel good, try something new, etc. Get outdoors, exercise, all those things. 19, because they all help your mental health. Number 19, upgrade something in your life, or just anything. Maybe it's a new hairstyle, maybe it's a new outfit. Upgrade your car, upgrade your home, get a new job, add a stream of income. See how we can combine some of these goals and be achieving momentum in different areas and aspects of our life simultaneously. Number 20, prioritize your health. We'll be talking about that a lot too, because I've got some massive experience in that area of what happens if you don't prioritize your health. Number 20, enforce your boundaries more often. Meaning, number one, if you don't have any boundaries and you just let people walk all over you, start setting some boundaries, and then make sure you hold yourself and others accountable to those boundaries. A lot of times it's us just giving in and letting people walk all over us that's up to us to prevent. Number 22, call your friends and family. Call your mom. I'm calling my mom today because my granddaughter's coming for a sleepover, and we're going to FaceTime her on my other granddaughter's iPad. All right. And number 23, keep yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable and responsible. Guess what? Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to set your goals for you. Or if you don't set goals, guess what? Other people will set them for you, and you'll be creating and contributing to their life, their goals, not your own. So that's our first day, day one, just to start thinking about goals instead of New Year's resolutions. I believe that we need to be resolute in our choice of goals, but setting New Year's resolutions has been massively proven to fail and be an epic failure for most people. So let's not set revolutions. Let's not set revolutions either, but let's not set resolutions this year. Let's work on goals and getting what we want. Let's work on you getting what you want, because I know I'm going to get what I want. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. I will put the link to the guide where every day's videos will be posted and shared. I'm going to record, I just decided by doing it this morning, this initial live on my Sharon Horne-Ellstrom Facebook page. It's got its own profile now because Facebook did that swap thing where every page and every group is now a profile, which I will say is a major pain to anybody that has multiple groups, pages. I only have one profile, but beyond that, it's really complicated how we create things and how we share information. But guess what? We always figure it out. It's one of my goals, is to always figure it out. So today, I'll share the link below so that you have access to it, because that way they're always in order. So if you miss a day, you can go in and you can catch up on that day. Or if you don't want to start for a month, you can follow up. You have to join us by joining the Get Up and Go private group page. You just have to answer 3 questions saying you're not going to spam the group, and that I can't remember what the other questions are. I have to update that. I haven't updated the cover or anything, or even added the guide yet, because I just decided yesterday what the challenge this year was going to be about. Thank you, Chad Hannah, for giving me the idea. If I can help you in any way, ask if you've got any questions about how the challenge works. Oh, action item for today. Our action item for today is to sign up in the group. Sign up in the private group. Make sure you fill that out. So it's just 3 quick questions so that we're not letting just anybody under the sun in, and that you know you're serious, because it's the first step. It's the first action you're going to take to say, hey, I deserve what I want in my life. I deserve to have my goals. I deserve to have my wishes and dreams and wants and desires come true. So I'm going to take some action and do something about it by first learning and then doing little bitty things every day to make it easy, right? Don't we all want our lives to be easier? All right. Have a great day, and I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.